prostitution that they call wrongs is really pandemic right now, like endemic.
It's pandemic right now. So to get to a stage, it may not be 10 years, it may not be 15 years. You understand? It will get to a stage.
Continue this way.
They will, if you continue this way, they will get there. This thing will just happen one day. You just hear that Nigeria is on fire. Once it's on fire, you will see people like Traore.
Imagine.
In each tribe that will emerge. You see, Traore is just unfortunate that he's in a military khaki. The civilian people are like that. You see one or two will emerge from each tribe, and they will just say, we are going our own way. So. They'll just make pronouncement
that we are done.
Why these ones run away? The old cargoes will run away. That's number one. Number two, because most of us are now in the Western world. We're having our children here. We are having our families here, even the one that we brought from abroad. But this our generation. Yeah, we have Zili, or what's it called? Okonjo-Iweala. They are still our generation. It is still the corrupt generation. It is still the corrupt generation. So maybe in 50 years, when the ones that we have here, they will start going into big world organizations like the UNO, the WTO, the this thing and that. One day, they will call for a peaceful resolution. It should just be, okay, they will engage the UN. They'll just engage the UN. We want our country back. This is this on the table. This is this on the table. The UNers will have no choice because they are more, these children will be more enlightened than us.
Make things happen because they are part of it.
Thank you, because they don't have that corruption in their blood. They didn't live in Nigeria. You and I lived in Nigeria. They can call us tomorrow and say, oh, Taisi, I heard what you said. Taisi, come and take 2 billion. Because they believe that
our own children that kind of a thing without it looking so strange to them. Like, why are you offering
most
this?
Of them, thank you. They didn't live in that system. And they are not worshiping money. They live in a system where they value human being.
Exactly.
Not
where
money.
Hard work actually really is valued.
Thank you. Most of us that are talking on the Temple of Truth and everything and this and that, if they call them tomorrow to Nigeria to come and take any ministerial appointment or anything, Mayegun, they will take the next flight.
Are you sure?
Have you not been seeing it? It's happening every day. Look at Sunday Igboho, people that died, they just died, they just waste their lives. So it's going to happen. Let's just keep going.
I'll take like you said, right? Like you said, this is your sort of
but this might just my personal opinion
and a theory. And it's so workable too. Let's see, your theory is not something that you can say, oh, no, it really makes a lot of sense. And it also gives us personally, right now, listening to you, it gives me a bit of a sober reflection. Because you know something you just said, even though maybe not many people will agree with you because of the years and time you put into it, but it doesn't really matter. Or you see, valid point you made there is that if they have to look at a lot of us who left Nigeria, those who left 40 years ago, 30 years ago, 20 years ago, right? We left at different time for different reasons. But it doesn't really matter anymore. Majority of us have stayed back. We've had children. We've raised them here. And these children are ambitious in their own right too. They are going to be part and parcel of the organizations that we believe runs the world. And eventually, they are also, at the back of them, they have the history of where our own parents came from, right?
Thank you.
Eventually, right, our own children are going to be, if they are not prime ministers of countries, they will be president of countries, they will be decision makers of different countries, but never forget where they come from, that they will push for the breakup of Nigeria if it hasn't broken by then. I think I agree with you.
It's 20 years ago, do you believe somebody like Rishi Sunak could be the prime minister of this country?
I won't believe it, though.
Thank you. So when they get there, they will push for it. They're going to push for it. But we cannot push. We cannot push for it.
This makes a lot of sense, even though they can call it conspiracy theory, right? But it's a theory that is practical. You know,
they're practical.
We have children here. We've seen it. It's not the first, right? We've seen where Nigerians, either they were like those who came from Nigeria, immigrate from Nigeria, or those who are the children of the immigrant from Nigeria, right? Breaking even from all at all fronts in this Western world today. Business, science, academia, entertainment, what have you?
Masters of industry.
You get what I mean? Indeed, indeed, that is not nothing. Because in another 10, 15 years, like you put it, maybe not even up to that, because we already have Nigerians all over the place taking political, winning elections in all these countries already.
But it is still our generation, mostly our generation,
that are still doing that, yeah? Meanwhile, there is a generation coming that is more grounded than us.
Which is our children.
Right.
It is still you see, this our generation. Forget it.
Baba.
If 99% of the people of Temple of Truth, if they call them tomorrow to come to Aso Rock and take appointment, they will take it. So, I've studied, I told you the first time I called you, I said, I've given up on Nigeria. I gave up on Nigerians since 2012.
Baba, thank you
that
so
is this
much.
Generation. But it's gonna be good. Just keep it up. Let's keep going.
I know.
Collaborate, be in partnership and collaborate with people like maybe Sheung, Sheung Kuti, and so on and so forth. Those are the people that will be pushing it. Like Sheung used to say something. Sheung Kuti used to say something. He said, the real Pan-Africanists are not in Africa.
It's true. It's true.
They are not. They are outside.
Those who really care so much about Africa,
they are outside
in the diaspora.
Thank you, the one in the diaspora.
Who always launch and dream of a day we will all return back to Africa.
Thank you very much.
God bless you, sir. Tyson,
God bless.
You have a good one, eh?
And you too.
Yes, sir.
Bye.
That's quite interesting. I have another caller, and this is just going to be me taking just one more call. So I know a lot of you will disagree with that percentage, okay? Please, come on, just hypothetically, okay? Just say hypothetically, say 99%, maybe not 99%, all right? But I am a living witness. People have tried to use me because they thought I was just making noise on social media, that I was looking for attention too. I've been tempted a few times, but most of it, right, I took them as a total insult. They never got the chance of coming back again. So listen, until you prove to us that you are not what you condemn or what you are condemning, Baba, may your loyalty never be tested, though. I'm just saying it, too. I'm not going to say 99%. Let's leave that. Forget about 99% of the 10 plus here, okay? Let's assume that's just what do you call that one again? Hyperbole. I've been an oxymoron. I can't remember. Anyway, But if they don't test your, there's something they say, may your loyalty not be tested. I know you 100% say, me. Never. I say, I believe you. See, I believe you. Okay, I believe you. So there's no point in stressing yourself. We're just saying, right? Not until you have a shot of proving it. I said something that people have come to me, right? And in trying to be my friend, okay, getting closer to me. Oh my God, great program, lovely program today, Mayegun. Well done, Ironio. But they try to get closer to me and begin to try to, not many. I've had like 3 experiences where people just want to be like, Mayegun, man, you can really make a lot of money, go. And I'm like, why is it everything about money? Like, we agree that the whole place is not working, Abi, because it is not. Then why are you looking for an opportunity to make money from the people who are destroying the place? Why are you projecting that on me? And then at the end of the day, just be like, let you serious, Jerry, because I'm never serious to those people. Aduke, you there?
Uncle Michael, how did you know it was me?
I have mastered the number. I'm good at that. Don't worry. The day you use another one is the day I'm going to be lost. I'll be like, oh, hello, who's there? And then you'll be there like, oh, it didn't know me. No, it can't recognize. I'll be like, yeah, I don't. How are you today, Aduke?
Mm-hmm. I'm alive.
Yes, you are. And it's good to hear from you.
It's always good to hear from you too, Uncle Michael. Fantastic. Okay, let's get straight into it. Yes, I'm disappointed with what Uncle, the last caller, said. I respect his perspective. Right. Now, here is my chance to give another perspective to what he said.
And it was actually talking about you and your generation. Yes. So you are the best person to respond to him, right?
Uh-huh.
Now go for it.
You only know what you know. You only know what you know. The people that moved from Nigeria to the UK, America, the reason why they're so passionate now is because they've seen a new life. Uncle Michael, everything you say on your show, you weren't saying this when you lived in Nigeria. You weren't saying this in year 1 or year 2 of living in the UK. It's taking you like it's taking you 10 years to reorientate your mind.
A lot, you're right.
Evil is taught to you. So how can these Agbalaba uncles be telling younger people to accept the misery? Why? Why should they accept the misery? Because you accepted the misery? That's it. That's evil. And I know Uncle did not intend for it to be. What I think Uncle was really saying is he's tired. He's saying that I have given up because I cannot see change. But what he's saying also shows he was raised in Nigeria, because the Nigerian education system does not teach you how to think. It doesn't teach you that change is in increments. That's why everything in Nigeria is fast, fast, fast. It must happen now. That's not reality, Uncle. It's not reality. So how can he say he's now what? He sounds like he's late 40s, 50. He has lived his life. He's now telling the next generation, Ewo, kill yourselves. Endure no light. Endure no water. Endure no just endure it. Just wait. How can you say that to young people? And you guys call yourself elders. Uncle has given up, but you can't give up on the next generation. It's not fair. You can't say that the next generation should endure abuse because you're not enduring abuse. And the reason why he's saying that is he's not in Nigeria. He's living in the West. So he can say that and I'm sure his children are okay. His own immediate family is okay. And that's that selfishness that the government has done to the Nigerian people. They have curated a culture of selfishness and self-centeredness. That's why you see Lagos. You know why Lagos is not protesting? Because they all think they're okay. They're selfish. But Uncle Michael, you know what I did yesterday? I opened the map of Nigeria. Right. And I realized that, I don't know if you can show the map. Uncle Michael, you know what I realized? Lagos is smaller.
Very.
If you see the map of Nigeria, the northern part of Nigeria is massive.
I know.
So I said to myself, okay, Lagos, you don't want to protest? Okay, you guys stay there. It's when the north can tell you that they're coming to Lagos. That's when all of you guys will get scared.
But it's when you find out we're all going to Lagos now. Then maybe you'll be worried from your whatever comfort zone you've got in Lagos. That's sound.
This is it. When the northern people start calling their gatesman in Lagos to say, oh yeah, go and kill your guy. When the northerners start communicating to their because there's I believe is it 20% of Lagosians are actually from the north now. There's lots of northerners in Lagos.
A lot.
So what happens when because before in Lagos, when I go to see my grandfather, the way they viewed the northern people were that they were less than them, right? So what happens when the northern man says, oh, I'm not less than you, Oga, I'm actually better than you? What are negotiations going to do? So how can the uncle tell us that we should just accept abuse? That's what you're saying. Because not having electricity is mental illness. So we already know Nigerians are mentally ill.
Can I say something?
Yes, uncle, of course. Yes,
I
sir.
want to believe this is what you heard him say, and you are responding according to what you believe he said, right?
Yes,
there's
uncle,
something
yeah.
I want to add, right? Because he
Okay.
personally was saying he gave up a while back. However, he was a little bit expectant too when this protest was coming. But at the same time, he felt like it wasn't going to work because a date was chosen. And I get where you are coming from, Aduke. The fact that people are tired and they are just using whatever they can to show how tired they are, right? Like, they don't have to be perfect. And nobody should by any means, right? Even if you have signed off, say, I'm not doing this anymore because of this country. You should not project that on those who are making the effort. So I get you, but it wasn't outrightly condemning it. If you get what I mean, it wasn't. It was practically saying,
uncle.
You get it? Okay.
He said, wait 15 years. I'm not saying he was saying it with a cold heart. He was not being mean. He wasn't trying to be malicious. Definitely not.
Too,
That's what.
Yeah. Okay.
But what he was saying, if you break down, he wasn't being malicious. That I love what I listened to his perspectives.
Right.
He wasn't being malicious. He was being honest. But what I'm now saying is, uncle, okay, I hear your honesty. Let me give you another perspective. When you tell a generation to wait 15 years,
exactly.
We might as well all just commit suicide.
A lot of you are going to disagree with that because, yes, people want things done, not like right now, but people want to see them put things in place, right? That shows that if consistency is managed, things will get better. In 5 years, in 10 years, nobody wants them to fix everything right now. But you have to be seen to be doing something, right?
Yes.
But I want you to say that because I believe nobody will agree to say, oh, in another 15 years, that's uncertain. We can no longer live our future. We can't let this, our own generation, right, to live in an imaginary future. There must be something concrete. I think that's what this generation is asking for, Aduke, right? Give us something concrete, not just words or condemnation. Go on.
And what else we're saying is we need steps of order.
Yeah.
I think the elder generation just want everything to happen. I don't know what generation it is, but there's a narrative that everything happens in one day. The abuse of a country that's been happening for 60 years, there's no way it's going to change in one day. No way.
People just want to see them put something in place that they can monitor and watch grow. That's the issue, isn't it?
But Kolesh, it can't happen practically because there's so much corruption.
So much.
There's so much. So it's not going to happen in 1 week. But you know what would happen? The gradual steps, the gradual communication, the gradual engagement. The change is in increments. There's no change in life that happens in 24 hours. But you know what is the commitment to the change? The consistency to, like, the fact that you're on the show every day, Uncle Mario, that's your consistency. So if we're consistently involved, having the conversations, not just saying, oh, it's not going to 15, like I was crying when Uncle said that. So that means Uncle wants a generation of young people to all be, who wants to live in the diaspora? What the hell is here? Come on.
Nigeria stole my youth, Aduke. I have been working since I was probably 11, right? As a child, I've had the responsibility of thinking of how everyone else in the household are going to be all right. I didn't have a good child. I mean, I didn't have a fulfilled kind of childhood as I should because of Nigeria. Guess what? I even had some to talk about my childhood. You need to take a look at the generation of the kids today. They just thrown them into the mix just away. Go and sort it out. Nigeria steals our youth from us. They steal our adulthood from us. I'm sorry, our childhood from us. And then we use the rest of our adulthood struggling, hustling, just to stay alive. That's not fair. Now, if you look at what they are doing to these younger people today, you see many of them, right? Currently begging, walking, lifting, children, okay? Children.
Yeah.
Right? So that's what Nigeria does to us. So if anybody says maybe another 15 years, you see 15 years of people's life?
Thank you.
I can imagine how that would feel. Because till tomorrow, I won't forgive Nigeria, okay? I won't forgive Nigeria that Nigeria stole the first 28 years of my life.
I can't imagine. I
practically just started my life over when I came to the UK. Right?
I'm so sorry.
28 years. My age mates probably have been married, graduate, got a job. Some of them probably like started businesses in this part of the world. You know that? And there are millions like me right now. Millions like me that has been subjected to the same experience. There are people who are in their 35th year right now, Duke. They have no purpose. They have nothing. They can say, okay, this is what I want to do with my life. No idea. Right? And that shouldn't be wished on any younger people again to say, okay, 15 years, another 20 years. Come on. So I get you. Okay.
And one last thing, Uncle. Yep. If all these elders want the young people to accept the abuse, who's going to look after you elders? When you guys are all old, who's going to look after you? Because by that time, all the children you've given birth to would have been dead.
You know?
They won't even want to be in Nigeria. They won't even want to come and visit you.
No.
Or they'll all try to leave Nigeria and go to other countries and not come back. The reason why, I just want to leave with this note, the reason why they say the Africans in the diaspora are more passionate is because we can see what life should be like. Yes. When you are in Nigeria, all you see is what you know.
That's right.
All you see is so when everyone's angry, why aren't they going out? How can they go out when all they know is fear? All they know is, if I go out, who's going to look after my children? If I die on the roads protesting, who's going to take care of my family? But you that's in the diaspora, you know that that's not how life is. So let's show more compassion to those who actually live in that evil environment with no light. Can you imagine living for 20 years and no constant light? Thank you, Uncle.
Fit as well. See, Aduke, thank you. Right?
Thank you.
We will see you again later this evening. Okay. Brilliant one from yourself. Okay. You have a good one.
Thank you. And love to the uncle before. I hope when he hears my voice, Uncle.
Yeah, he's probably hearing you right now.
I'm not condemning you. I'm just asking you to understand that you can't give up on us. That's all I ask.
God bless you,
bye, Uncle.
Sister. Stay safe, okay? Now that's Aduke, ladies and gentlemen. My time is so up, and I am going to see you later this evening. If you missed my program last night, you can watch the replay. It's going to come on in another 5 minutes or so, okay? Enjoy the rest of your day. And you have good afternoon.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Mayegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Bó bá ṣe eré àní Mayegun máa wí.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Mayegun Diary political.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o.
Mayegun Diary
àní máyégún làwa mọ̀ o làwa mọ̀ tó dódòdó.
Mayegun Diary na him be number one.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé.
ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
lórí Facebook.
Mayegun ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
lórí YouTube.
Mayegun ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Mayegun máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Mayegun máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Mayegun máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
kí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Mayegun máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá.
Mayegun máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Mayegun máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Mayegun máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
máyégún ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. máyégún ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.
wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ oníkan ṣáà ti ṣe yìí tó.